Just months before the 2024 Mahasangram, the Bihar government has today released the Caste Census Report, which has further intensified the demand for a similar survey at the national level. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has lauded the historic moment and congratulated the team engaged in the work of caste-based enumeration, as it would help in finding out the actual economic condition of the state. The opposition bloc has rallied behind Nitish Kumar and branded the Bihar Caste Census as a watershed that would be setting up a template for the entire nation. On the other hand, the BJP has questioned the decision and timing of the survey, calling it an eyewash by Chief Minister Nitish. BJP has also demanded that the Nitish government should release their report card for the past 18 years and not release reports ahead of the 2024 polls.
सब लोगों को मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। ये पूरा का पूरा करके जो भी रिजल्ट आया है, आप उसके बाद सबकी आर्थिक स्थिति का एक एक परिवार का भी ले लिया गया, तो करके भी सब कुछ उसको भी कर रहा, सबको जानकारी भी दे देगा और कुल मिला करके कल प्रेजेंट करवा देंगे एक एक जगह और कल मीटिंग करेंगे। आप लोग भी आइएगा, रहिएगा, हम सीधे एक एक चीज का प्रेजेंटेशन।
जातीय जनगणना बिहार की जनता में, गरीबों में भ्रम फैलाने के सिवा कुछ नहीं है। इन्हें तो रिपोर्ट कार्ड देने चाहिए थी। 18 साल नीतीश बाबू और 15 साल लालू यादव, ये दोनों ने मिलकर राज किया और गरीबों को क्या उद्धार किया, ये रिपोर्ट कार्ड होनी चाहिए थी। अब ये रिपोर्ट कार्ड जातीय जनगणना का देकर के लोगों में भ्रम के सिवा और कुछ नहीं।
मैं देश को और बिहार को, जनता को जो है धन्यवाद और बधाई देना चाहते हैं। साथ ही साथ आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी और आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी को बधाई देना चाहते हैं। बिहार में हम लोगों ने जाति आधारित गणना हम लोगों ने कराया है और आज ऐतिहासिक दिन पर जो है ऐतिहासिक काम जो है हम लोगों ने किया है, जारी भी किया है। बाढ़ जो है, अड़चने, बाधाएं जो है पैदा करने की कोशिश की गई भाजपा द्वारा।
मुझे लगता है कि नियत का सवाल है, देश को उस पर मंथन करना ही चाहिए। मुझे लगता है कि मैं नियत पर शक कर रहा हूँ, कोई एजेंडे के साथ आगे बढ़ेंगे, मैं उनमें से नहीं हूँ। तो एक समय था कि हमेशा पिछड़ी जातियों ने ही राज्य किया है और इसलिए मुझे लगता है उनको पिछड़ा बनाना, उनको छोटा बताना, ये शुरू कहाँ से हुआ है, ये गुलामी के बाद की बात है। और इसलिए मैं मानता हूँ कि इन बातों को कहकर हम समाज को बांटने का काम ना करें।
But before we get into the debate, let us break the numbers down for you. The census has revealed that the backward classes comprise 63% of the state's population of over 13 crores. The breakup of the survey reveals that the backward classes constitute 27% of the population, while the extremely backward classes comprise 36%. However, the general category is 15.52%. While Bhumiyars constitute 2.86% of the population, Brahmins comprise 3.66%. Kurmis in the community to which Chief Minister Nitish Kumar belongs makes up 2.87% of the population. The survey also shows that Yadavs, the OBC group to which Deputy Chief Minister Tejaswi Yadav belongs, was the largest in terms of population, accounting for 14.27%. Well, the big question is the fresh focus on OBCs due to the shift in the OBC vote towards the BJP? Let's get to the numbers to understand this. And this is how it really stacks up as far as 2004 election is concerned. This is how the OBC votes have shifted to the BJP over the last 4 Lok Sabha elections. The Congress got 24%, the BJP at 23% in 2004. In 2009, it was 24% for Congress and 22% for the BJP. They were neck to neck, although Congress was marginally ahead in those 2 elections. However, just look at the number shift in 2014 and 19. In 2014, we're looking at Congress with 15% of the total OBC votes. The BJP's number jumps from 22 to 34%, and the regional parties pretty much remain stable at 43, 44, 43. However, in the 2019 election, the number falls drastically from here, from 43 to 27. Where does that number go? It appears to have come here towards the BJP, which has steadily been increasing over the last 3 Lok Sabha elections. And that's why this is an extremely important segment to look at in terms of its significance when it comes to the Lok Sabha elections are concerned. In 2024, which way will the OBC voters shift? Will it continue to remain, the BJP continue to enjoy the confidence, for instance, of the OBCs? That's a very big question indeed, and that's what we're going to be debating.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us with us is Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of the BJP. Subrashta is founder of the Churn. Also with us is, at the moment, Vivek Bansal, who's a senior leader of the Congress party. But let me begin with the BJP spokesperson. Guru Prakash, your party, well, on one level, says that, this is an attempt to divide the Hindus of the country. On the other hand, you have leaders of your party who are at the same time claiming that we were part of the government which actually initiated this. So what is the BJP stand? Because this is a very, very crucial a segment that has in fact reposed its faith in the BJP, or at least increased in terms of its support over the last 3 Lok Sabha elections. What really is going to be the BJP strategy at this point of time is not really clear in reaction to what the I.N.D.I.A alliance partners are saying as far as these surveys are concerned.
No, Madhav, I think the moot point here is the question of commitment. On one side, you see the I.N.D.I.A alliance leaders who are only speaking of social justice when it comes to rhetoric. When it comes to actual representation, who has actually walked the talk? For the first time in the history, Madhav, we saw a woman from Adivasi community reaching the highest constitutional office in the country. India is today the 5th largest economy. We have reached the lunar South Pole. Under whose leadership? Under the leadership of an OBC Prime Minister. You need to have commitment. And on the contrary, you see Mr. Nitish Kumar, Mr. Lalu Yadav, Rashtriya Janata Dal. What is the definition of social justice? What is the definition of representation? What is the definition of dignity for Mr. Lalu Yadav? That social justice should start with me and end with my family. Look at the example. It's so alarming. When it comes to Rashtriya Janata Dal, Tejasvi Yadav is the Deputy Chief Minister. Health Minister is Tej Pratap Yadav. Who will go to Rajya Sabha? Misa Bharti will go.
No, you're mixing up 2 issues here, sir. You're mixing up 2 issues. Certainly, dynastic politics is an important issue. No. My simple question is, are you going to oppose such surveys? Here you have Akhilesh Yadav and Digvijay Singh saying that there will be such surveys. Rahul Gandhi also is talking about the OBC issue. What is the BJP stand going to be when it comes to such surveys and such attempts? Because when the UPA was in power in 2011, they brought out a similar survey, the data of which has still not been made public.
No, Madhav, I think we should understand here that our motto, our commitment is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. And we have been working for that since the last 10 years. 2014, when we first came to power, the Honorable Prime Minister said on the floor of the Parliament, मेरी सरकार गरीबों, शोषितों, पीड़ितों और वंचितों की सरकार है. But what we need to understand here is the hypocrisy of the other side. The other side, they are giving the parichay of their double standards. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi has opposed, he has said that the caste will break away the nation. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi has opposed the recommendation of Mandal Commission on the floor of the Parliament.
Yes.
Kalelkar Commission.
Yes, let me take that question across to Vivek Bansal. Vivek Bansal, it's in 1990 that during a debate, Rajiv Gandhi actually said this. And I just want to read out the sentence very quickly, Mr. Bansal. You can respond to this. He says, you've taken the country to the edge of caste wars. We have problems if the weakest amongst the classes are not helped, and if the weakest amongst minority religions are not helped. We have problems if caste is defined to enshrine casteism in our country. We have problems if casteism is going to be made a factor for parliamentary and assembly constituencies. Congress cannot stand and watch this nation being divided for the political convenience of one individual. What happens, sir, because 33 years later, it's the exactly diametrically opposite position that has today been taken by the Congress party. Mr. Bansal.
You see, Madhav, the priorities tend to change and values tend to change with passage of time. How things, scenario, demographic and the economic situation and political upliftment as emerges with the passage of time. What Mr. Rajiv Gandhi said was 30 years back. Now the scenario has changed. We have a feeling that as far as OBCs are concerned, their representation is inadequate politically. Their empowerment economically is not up to the mark, and same applies to their social empowerment. So I think to give them their due, to give them to bring them into the mainstream of mainstream, it is imperative at the moment that due consideration needs to be taken, because we had been, this slogan had been coming up in the country for a long time. जिसकी जितनी संख्या भारी उसकी उतनी हिस्सेदारी. So I think there is what is the harm in it? If we on the one hand, Mr. Prakash was saying that Honorable Prime Minister happens to be from the OBCs and he's committed to the upliftment of the poor people. And on that, I would like to say that as far as Garibi is concerned, why the आज जो महंगाई हो रही है, this inflation.
No, Vivek Bansal, but what is the situation that has changed? Is the situation that has changed is that suddenly these backward classes have further been backsliding into more backward position, or the fact that 2024 elections are around the corner and suddenly the Congress party has remembered the OBC community, it appears?
It is too simple a solution or too simple an explanation what you are giving. Everything can be translated in terms of election 2024. That applies to BJP or whatever the schemes they roll out or whatever they
Certainly, all are being questioned on that parameter, sir. No political party perhaps is different. Yes. But let me take that question. Let me take that question across to Subhrashta. Subhrashta, it's wrong to link everything with an election. And the question that also arises is, at the end of the day, if the Supreme Court of the country has said that it can't restrict the Bihar government from conducting a survey, can you really, say that the government is wrong on that count when clearly the Supreme Court has given a go-ahead?
Madhav, I particularly don't have a problem with caste surveys being conducted. I also don't have a problem with the Bihar government conducting this survey. But I have some basic questions to ask regarding the rationale of such a survey collection exercise and at the cost at which it came. It came at 500 crores. Now, please tell me, as a conscientious Indian citizen or as a Bihari, it pains my heart to see that my state capital, my state per capita is the lowest in the country, and we are spending 500 crores for caste census, and it is absolutely fine, again, as I said. But please tell me, for the last 33 years, the kind of ideology that has really governed Bihar's economic policies, we all know that it comes from a particular sect. And what has it achieved for Bihar? Today, Bihar, as I said, as I quoted the figure for per capita income, let me tell you, Bihar does not have a single 5-star hotel that can host a good investor summit. These are the same kind, I know that the opposition would say that, well, the BJP has been in power also, and N.D.A. and all of that. If BJP supports the kind of developmental model that Nitish Kumar comes up with, election after election, then I'm opposed to the BJP as well in that case.
Okay.
Let me put it very straight that the kind of model of socialism that has been followed in Bihar for the past 4 decades or so.
Yeah. I'm sorry I interrupted you because we have very limited time. I would bring Dr. Chandan Yadav to answer the questions that you have raised. Chandan Yadav ji, सवाल कई सारे हैं. ये कहा जा रहा है कि सैकड़ों करोड़ खर्च किए गए और जो नीतीश मॉडल ऑफ गवर्नेंस है उसी पे कई सारे सवाल हैं. एंड ऑफ द डे क्वेश्चंस आर बीइंग रेज्ड कि क्या ये राजनीतिक वजहों से ही इस तरह की सर्वे की गई है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. राजनीतिक वजहों से सर्वे की जाती तो हम लोग लगातार केंद्र सरकार से भी मांग कर रहे थे. आप जैसा कि जानते हैं कि हम लोग शुरुआती दिनों से ही कास्ट सेंसस के लिए लगातार प्रयास कर रहे थे. सभी दल जाकर के केंद्र सरकार से मांग भी कर रहे थे. इसका सीधा लाभ आम आवाम को मिलने वाला है, क्योंकि आज हमारे पास जो फिगर है वो सभी, लेट मी कंक्लूड, वो सारा फिगर हम लोगों के पास है. और मैं आपके माध्यम से जरूर ये बतलाना चाह रहा हूँ कि हम लोगों के पास उनका जो इकोनॉमिकल फिगर भी है वो भी हम लोगों के पास उपलब्ध हो गया है. और जैसा कि आज चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब ने बोला है कि कल सारे विषयों पर सारी पार्टियों को एकजुट करके और वो सारे फिगर को डिफाइन किया जाएगा. तो इससे आम आवाम को भी, और जैसा कि अभी बोल रहे थे कि 500 करोड़ रुपए का इसमें खर्च हुआ है, तो आप ये बिल्कुल आश्वस्त रहे कि उन पैसों को बिहार के सहूलियत के लिए ही खर्च किया गया है, बिहार को आगे लाने के लिए ही खर्च किया गया है.
Okay. I want to give,
जैसा कि उन्होंने कहा कि
Subhrashta, quick 10-second response. Subhrashta, we are out of time, but quick 10-second response to what he just said.
Yes. माधव, ये सर्वे यूपीए की सरकार ने भी कराया था. आज इंडिया अलायंस में साथ हैं, उनको कहिए कि डेटा रिलीज करें. मुझे 500 करोड़ खर्च करने से दिक्कत नहीं है. मुझे 500 करोड़ खर्च तेजस्वी यादव कितना भी कुछ कह लें,
Okay.
वो डेटा क्यों नहीं रिलीज कर रहे हैं अभी?
All right.
सीधा release
Data
करना
in
तो
fact
सवाल
even
है।
has not been released in the state of Karnataka, for instance, and that's also an important question, but we'll have to leave it there for the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Completely out of time. Guru Prakash, Shubhrashta, Dr. Chandan Yadav, Vivek Bansal, thanks so much for joining us. This is certainly a debate that's going to continue for weeks and months to come in the run-up to the various state assembly as well as Lok Sabha polls. Thanks so much for joining.